Hello my dear sewing friends, it's Alisa here with Thoughtful Creativity, and thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm super happy to see another creative soul on this channel, and in today's video I would love to share with you everything I made for the past month of June, and there's actually quite a few really fun and interesting sewing makes to share with you, and it just so happens that majority of them actually have either a review for a free sewing pattern attached to it or a tutorial on how to draft that particular pattern. So that way, if you see anything that you really like in this video, you can actually make it for yourself without a problem. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright, let's start with the most dramatic make for the past month of June, and I think without a doubt this title goes to this ruffle sleeve top by Peppermint Sewing Magazine. And guys, I know that we have quite a few new subscribers on this channel, so if you've never sewn with free sewing patterns by Peppermint Magazine, you will be absolutely delighted to know that they're great quality, great styling, and great instructions as well, even for beginners. So if you've never tried them, definitely give them a try. This is one of their free sewing patterns. I did, however, make quite a few adjustments to it, but not really big ones, just really tiny ones. Like I extended the ruffle sleeve because I really wanted that dramatic sleeve, and I really wanted this fabric to show its true beauty, because when you look at it, you're like, embroidered cotton, you know, okay, whatever. But when you really turn it into something fun, something summery, and you give it that drama, I think the fabric really shines through. Then I skipped the facing because for that reason, the fabric would shine through because you can actually see through this embroidered cotton. So I just opted for a bias binding over here. And I also extended the pattern as well because Peppermint Magazine patterns, for whatever reason, are always a little bit too short on me. And I am short, guys, so definitely check your measurements before you get into cutting the pattern. And there's a full review on this blouse where I go in depth on all of these little details, and I will leave that in the info box below for you guys. But overall, I think it's a win. I definitely had fun wearing it so far in summertime. I know that I probably won't get a whole bunch of wear out of it because I do have a toddler, and white color with kids, it's just like a fire and oil. Just, you know, you just can't, you know, you just can't. But it's definitely for me, it's a timeless piece, and I think that even years down the road, you can style it with so many different ways and in so many different variations with different accessories, with a scarf, with a necklace. So I definitely think that this is a win for a long run. So guys, do you remember that pineapple t-shirt that I made a couple weeks ago, or maybe even a month ago, for a tutorial on an easy way to draft a t-shirt from scratch? So the funny story about it is that somebody in the comments said, oh, what a fun pajamas, and now every time I wear it, I'm like, yeah, it kind of looks like pajamas. It's one of those moments when, you know, like once it's seen, it can never be unseen. But you know what? Regardless, I still wear it out. I think it's fun. Yes, it's a little juvenile, but I did make a matching top for my toddler, and now we're matching. And it's just one of those fun little moments, you know, mother-daughter kind of, you know, fun time. So I thought, why not? I had a little bit of fabric left over of both the pink and the pineapple one, and I used free sewing pattern Ringer Tee. You guys know very well, I absolutely love that free sewing pattern for my child. Made it so many times, probably like more than a dozen times for sure. And the only two things that I modified in this one, I made it more A-line, and I also added a little ruffle on the bottom just to make it a little bit more girly. And I also had leftover pink fabric, so I thought, you know what, I might as well use it because there is nothing else I will use it in. So that's how this top became reality for my toddler, and I think it's fun, and I think she enjoys wearing it as well. It's a fun little summery ensemble. Now this top I also made last month, actually just a couple of days ago, maybe like a week ago, and I recently just posted a tutorial on it, and I apologize that it's not ironed. I actually been wearing it quite a bit, so that's the reason, you know, it shows the wear and tear on it already. Not the tear, just the wear. And it has a rolled cuff, kimono sleeve, rolled cuff, made out of cotton shirting, and has bias binding, exposed bias binding. I made like a little tab over here for the rolled cuff, yourself. And it also has a little secret over here. It looks like a button plug, but there's actually no buttons. And the award for the funniest comments, you guys always make me laugh and smile in the comments, and I so appreciate that. Thank you so much. So the award for the funniest comment on that video goes to Simone, who is actually a long-time subscriber. And Simone, thank you so much for watching. And I think she called me bloody cheating booger, and that is so true. And she called me that in a good kind of way regarding you know, skipping the buttons and just imitating the button closure. And that is so true. I will do anything. I literally will do anything just to get out of making buttons. And it's not just a matter of if I can or cannot. I can do the buttons, it's not a problem. The problem is just I absolutely despise the fact of making buttonholes and sewing on buttons and doing any of that. So yes, I'm a bloody cheating booger when it comes to making button flags or anything button related. But you know what? I think that this shirt came out really fun. It has a high-low hem, like a shirt hem, curved one, and it got so much wear already, and I only made it like a week, maybe a little bit more than a week ago. So definitely a win for this month for sure. I have another free sewing pattern for you guys. This time it's for a jacket. I also made it last month. It's by Love Sewing Magazine, and the pattern is Make Me Next Stylish Jacket. And it was actually quite an easy make. I have a full review video on it. I will leave it in the info box for you. But right now I want to tell you that this was actually quite an easy make for a jacket. Maybe not as easy as making a shawl top or kimono top or this linen top, but for a jacket, it was definitely an easy make, and you can do it for sure. And before you tell me that you cannot, and this is out of your comfort zone, and this is too difficult, let me tell you this. The perception of difficulty of something sometimes is only just that. The perception of difficulty, right? And you can complicate the most simple thing in life, but you can also simplify some of the things without losing the elegance and the beauty of the actual garment. And I think this jacket is just that. So what I did here, I did skip the lining because I used stretch denim. And I think Christy was one of the subscribers. She's a longtime subscriber, and Christy, thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate your input and your comments. And I think she was the one who made a comment under this review saying that if you would have never told me that this fabric is stretch denim, I would have never thought of that. Well, why I'm telling you this is because I want you to look beyond the traditional fabrics used for jackets or tops or pants. We've been wearing denim jackets all along. Why can't we use some fun denim to make a different kind of jacket, skip the lining, make it really fun, make it a little stylish for summer, and bam, you have a new garment that you thought maybe is out of your reach or out of your comfort zone. So I really want you to look beyond what you see, experiment, have fun, and don't be afraid, because again, the perception of difficulty of something sometimes is just that, the perception. And a lot of times you can simplify it and make it a lot easier for yourself and really step out of your comfort zone and try something new and fun. Hey guys, I also wanted to take a minute to say big thank you to those couple of people who donated a coffee on my Ko-Fi page, and I wanted to say that I truly appreciate you, because every single coffee goes a long way. It takes quite a few hours to edit a single video. Like the 10 minutes that you see on the screen actually usually takes about 8 hours, especially if that's a tutorial. It takes about 8 hours, maybe even more, to create one single video and, you know, give it to you guys so that you can create something beautiful for yourself. So I truly appreciate all that support, and those coffees definitely go a long way. So I just wanted to say that I appreciate you and that it does not go unnoticed. So thank you so much. Now, I also know how intimidating it can be when you see these beautiful videos, these beautiful Instagram images all over social media, everybody sewing these beautiful things. And I know, believe me, I've been there, how intimidating it can be when you're like, my sewing doesn't look like anything like this, and I just had a sewing fail, and this whole social media, you know, world is just making me feel less and less and less secure about my sewing skills. And I've been there, and that's the reason I encourage you guys to try something new, to not to be afraid, just to push forward and to make clothes that you will wear, not what will look great on social media or anywhere else, but what you will wear. So I'm about to give you a little reality check. So I made this little place set set for Artemis because I had the pattern. My mom gave me one of the British sewing magazines as a gift, and the pattern was inside. So I thought, you know what, already have the pattern, so I might as well just use it. And I knew deep inside that it's gonna go wrong. I knew that. But I still decided to go with it. And you know what? It's great to try something, and it's also great to fail. It gives you some problem-solving skills as well. So yeah, the way the pants part of the dungarees has been drafted seemed a little suspicious at first. Then the fact that there was no bib in the back or any other closures except for that little loop, that seemed a little suspicious. But I decided to go with it and actually make it. And as a result, I do have a garment for my child that doesn't actually stay on her. And the fact that there is no other bib in the back and no snaps or anything else doesn't really hold those two straps in place, so it just constantly like slides off her shoulders. And I tried in multiple ways. I tried to tie it behind her neck. I tried to do it this way, and you know what, yeah, it's totally a sewing fail. I mean, it's a wearable sewing fail, but in my eyes definitely a sewing fail because it's not a functional garment for a toddler to run around and not think about something falling off. And I am not giving up. I'm going to adjust the pattern. I'm going to make it work for her because the idea in itself is actually pretty great. I think I just need to modify a few little things to make it fun and to make it very functional for her. And that's what I wish for you guys, not to give up on your sewing fails, to learn from them, and just to really push through and push forward, because just like with anything else, if you won't try, you will never know. And another sewing make that I want to tell you about today is the one that I'm actually wearing right now. This is the linen top that I drafted a couple weeks ago, and there's actually a full video on how to draft it and sew it. So it's a quick and easy make, easy to wear it as well. For summertime, linen is nice and breathable, and it goes really well with everything, with jeans, with wide leg pants. You can even tuck it into a skirt. So definitely a very versatile garment for sure. And yeah, if you would like to make one for yourself, you see the video on your screen right now. Definitely a garment that I do not regret making, and it definitely makes a beautiful addition to my wardrobe. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this video inspired you to not to give up on your sewing and to keep pushing forward, keep being inspired, and keep creating something thoughtful and beautiful. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy sewing. Bye.